Hello YouTube, welcome to another edition of Jeff's Toy Reviews. I am Jeff. Today I am reviewing Maketoys Remaster MTRM09 Downbeat, also known as Not Masterpiece Jazz. This is the box, this is the packaging it came in, and you know, it's their typical packaging from Maketoys for their line. Car mode, robot, a nice silhouette of the leg. This side has a silhouette of Jazz. You can kind of see it there, really light picture of him. There is a nice picture of Downbeat. He does have a different face. He has 3 different faces that you can choose from. And then on the bottom, you see all of his accessories. And then, you know, Downbeat, warning, 16 and over. And then on the back, we're going to see, we see the, excuse me, I just need to move the camera back a little bit so you guys can see this. We're going to come in close here. And, okay, you see the back of Downbeat. Looks really good, cleans up really nice in the back. Here he is in his robot mode. Here he is in robot mode with the speakers, car mode with the extra speakers, his 3 different faces, serious, smirking, or like Elvis, and then he's yelling, and then he does come with the grapple hook, which is really cool. And here he is in his nice car, his Meister mode, and there he is right here. He can pose. He is really, really cool. I thought initially I had some, I'm going to get this out of the way right off the bat. I thought initially I had some QC issues, and it was really user error issues. Like my tabs weren't tabbing in all the way. Turned out I didn't have everything situated perfectly, and I did have a couple pieces popped off, and other people had asked me about it, and they had the same thing happen to them. Turns out we were probably just transforming it the wrong way, and you know, I was getting a little, I guess, anxious and wanting to complete the transformation, and but now I don't have that issue. He transforms perfectly. I think he's an awesome figure, so I'm going to bring him in here right now without further ado. Here is a Downbeat, and yes, I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit so you can see him better, and I'm going to bring it in closer and closer, and I guess I'm going to bring it down. Put him down just a little bit again. Downbeat, yes, here he is in his car mode. He is a very nice white with some pinstriping. Yes, that does hang down. It's okay. It's part of the transformation later. Really isn't a big deal. He has some nice, really good silver paint in here. The nice blue with the red pinstriping and the number 4, the vents, you know, really nice. This is not a sticker. This is painted on. Nice paint, good white, a nice bright white. Here is the undercarriage. You can see his hands here, you know, a little visible hand syndrome. And you get an idea that the waist, the legs are here. You know, it's Jazz, and they really keep him really nice homage to the G1 toy as well as the animated figure. So go ahead and put him here, and we're going to bring out MP10. So, you know, there's a size comparison for MP10. And, yeah, you know, it's a little bigger, but, you know, we know that these masterpiece figures don't always scale properly. So, you know, there he is with MP10. Now, here's the class that Jazz is meant to be in. Here he is with Lambor. And, you know, they look nice. I do have repro labels on my Lambor, so... well, not repro labels, but I went and bought a label set for him. Here he is, looks really good. I do have the repro labels coming for Maketoys, so I'll do a separate video showing off all of those stickers and everything. Looks really, really cool. I think they look great together, just really nice. And here he is with himself, because, you know, the past can meet the present. And here is Agent Meister, or Jazz himself, in his little Porsche mode. And man, did they, you know, the paint's a little off, but I think the repro labels are gonna fix that. And does this not look amazing? I think these guys look great together. You know, they're down to the vents on the car, you know, there's vents on both. And you know, I just can't wait to get the repro labels in the mail, do this figure up right, and see what he comes out to looking like. Really, really cool. So that's it for that. So that's him for the comparisons for other car modes. I did forget to show off the accessories, so I'm going to do that now before I go into transformation. He does come with a nice instruction booklet. You know, I have this all bagged up because I think I got it down pretty well now, so don't need this. But really nice. He does come with his pistol, very G1 accurate. Looks really nice, really cool. Just molded gray plastic. He does come with two purple speakers that do plug into the back of the car. There's these ports here in the taillights, which I thought was kind of weird that they're in the taillights, but hey, whatever. So, and boom, there he is, bringing the sound. You know, before there was Blaster, there was Jazz, and Jazz brought the house down, right? I love Jazz in the cartoon. Man, Scatman Carruthers doing his voice, oh, so cool. There's that. He does come with his shoulder weapon, which is really cool. Mine's really tight. I do have to. I think I'm going to loosen up the screw a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to even display him with this, but I will show you later what it looks like with the weapon on. He does come with the grappling hook, and I'll show that after I put that on. I'll extend this so you guys can get an idea. And he does come with these two additions for hip skirts, and what they go onto the hips, and there's speakers as well. So when he has his speakers out, I remember these in the cartoon. It kind of just brought more noise. Really cool. And then his two other faces, I'll bring these in so you can get an idea. There he is. And there is the smirking. So make sure you got a good look at that. Sorry, my hands are a little dry. So anyway, here he is in his car mode, and let's get into transforming him right now. It's going to be pretty simple, and here we go. So you're going to basically come back here and you're going to crack this open and you can bring this pretty far down. Bring it down to as far as it'll go. I do this for clearance issues. There are a couple of things you're going to need clearance for. You're going to come up here and you're going to kind of work. This comes apart, this comes apart, and then this comes a little open here, and this comes a little open, and then you're going to pull this back, and you got two little tabs that hold all this in. So that's going to come up like so, and there he is. There's Jazz's face. Woo! So, and you're going to bring these doors up like so. They're going to be tucked in under this canopy for a second, and then you're going to fold this piece down, and then fold this all the way in. This will be his backpack. So back to the front. These come out. These actually lock the arms. They plug into the arms right here. There's a slot here, and the tab just fits in there, and it kind of locks everything together. So you unlock it. Oh, I've got to tell you, wheels are rubber. They're a really nice soft rubber, bald tires, like he's basically been jamming. You're going to come up front. These just close in. It does get in the way of clearance. You're going to fold this piece down, and you're going to bring... Oh, hold on. I got to bring this part up. I forgot. Bring the head out. Oh, I'm going to bring the camera up. Sorry. So you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to fit into this small little area. Okay, so there he is. You're going to bring that for now. You're going to come up. And see this right here's a hinge. It's going to fold up. And mine's tight, which is good. And then you're going to come back and bring this. Kind of fold these down if you want. Oh, they don't fold that way. Like so. Like so. You put those straight up. You can just bring these down. Okay. Now, I'm going to get these arms out of here. Gave us some more clearance just by getting everything out of the way, which you need. You need to get the clearance out. You know, you need to get the stuff out of the way. Now this feels kind of flimsy. You just kind of work it around. It's actually not flimsy at all. The plastic's pretty good, and it's thin enough to where you can. On this side, you just kind of pull the arm down and then work it around, and then this will just, when you bring the arms out, that'll push this piece together, and this just tabs into place. There's tabs right up front here, and those just tab in there. And then you're going to extend the arms, or turn the arm around, bring it around, and extend. Bring up the shoulder, extend the arm out, close that, turn the fist where it's facing down, where the thumb is facing down. And then we're going to bring that around again. Same thing over here. I'm going to bring that, and you're going to, not the shoulder, but you're going to bring the swivel the arm around, point the thumbs down. And you see there's a tab here. That's going to come into play here very soon. Now, these wheels fold in really, really cool. I thought this actually, yes. Okay, that's right. Ooh, bring that all the way down. That kind of just almost got into place. It'll lock into place once I get the, once we get the entire upper body down. So there's a slot here, tab here, and these just snap in really well. You're going to see there's 2 tabs here, and there's 2 slots here. Those are going to go here. Now the shoulder tabs, the ones that are right under the shoulder, are going to plug right into here, and that's going to, once that's all in, it'll bring stability to the entire upper torso. And so you're going to bring that over, and then you're going to bring this in, kind of match it up. Oh, and this has to slide back. See this pin here? So bring this up. You'll see it's on a little slider. You're going to bring these back, and you're going to do that because you got to line them up with the shoulder. I'm really surprised they went with that route for this, but it's kind of cool. It's not a bad thing. It's just different. So you have a tab here, the slot, and that's in there. That's plugged in there, and then this one just kind of lined up itself, which is great, and then plugged in. It's all tabbed in there. And then I'm going to bring the doors flat, and so you're going to just bring them around, and then bring up the backpack. Actually, you can bring up the backpack like so, and that'll just hold all that into place. And you can display them with the doors out if you like, and I'll show you that later. So there he is, and that's all into place. So there is his upper torso, done really well. Not too bad. I'm going to leave his arms facing forward for now, just because I'm going to, just in case for clearance. So now they're working on the legs. Now the legs have the most engineering. Like this part was really cool. The upper body was really cool, but the legs have some really cool engineering in it as well. And you're just going to split them open. Bring up the hip skirts just a little bit because there's a swivel that has to happen. You want to make sure you have room for that. And you're going to do that. Then you're going to come back here. And you're going to bring, you're going to untab. This is all tabbed together here. So little tab, there's a tab here. See? Right there. Slot it under there. And there's another tab here. So you bring this piece up forward first, and then you slide that up. And that'll untab from back there. And then you just kind of bring. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to bring, oh, see, that's what happened earlier. And it's because I didn't have everything lined up right. It just pops back on. Some people asked if this was a QC issue. I don't think it's a QC issue. I actually think it's designed to give so you don't break it issue. I think they did that on purpose, would be my mindset, because, and it's fine. So, because what there is there's an arm here that's really tight on mine. And you want to bring that out and this all the way down, because you see it opens up this area here, and you have to untab this, and you're going to bring that in, and this entire area, when you bring it around, is going to swivel out. So that's why they did that. Now there's a tab in there that locks right here. See that little tab and notch right there. And then you're going to take this tab here. There's a tab right there. You can see it. And then it's going to slot right into there. Line that up. There you go. And then you're going to come back up with this, and you're going to bring, actually, I do this first. This is a little different, okay? So you can bring up the arm. There's a piece here. It's really tight in mine. Because because that's going to go down like this, and this is going to pull down, and this is going to cover. This one tabbed on me. Why? See, I figured this out, and now I didn't have any issues, and then all of a sudden I'm having issues when I'm on camera, because that's how life works when you're finally doing what you need to do. Okay, so this has a double hinge in here. You're going to go ahead and bring that up a little bit. And you're going to swivel the tail fin back, or the spoiler, and then I'm going to bring this out. I'm trying to leave a little clearance because I need to bring the heel spur down, and then I'm going to bring that in on itself, and this is kind of going to collapse. There's a slot here that's going to go into, I mean, like a tab there, there's a slot underneath, so it's going to go into there. Okay, so I'm going to bring that forward, bring this up like so, and then you're going to bring this in, and that just kind of covers the whole thing here. And then there's a slot back here, really tiny, goes right there. Then you're going to bring this forward, down, and then there's an arm in here, and you can see it really tight on mine. That's, I think, the one thing about this figure that some people aren't used to is how tight everything is. And I can see that being a problem, especially when you're trying to tab everything in and work certain joints in a certain angle, because you want them, you want them to be secure, but when you're working with it, you feel like you're going to break something. Actually, leave that down, sorry. And that happens. So on this one, you're going to come, I did a piece out of order, so I'm going to do it correctly this time. I'm going to bring this up, slide this forward, and that'll unhinge everything. I get that a little mixed up because I think I know, oh, this is easier. And then you bring all this down like so. And again, that exposes the entire leg. Just brings it around, and then you're going to, there's that slot, there's that tab right there. Plugs right in, and then this side, there's a slot and tab. Line that up, put that into place. Done and done. Went too early on that. And then you're going to come back here. Bring that up. You're going to take this like so. Bring this all the way around. Now I know you probably didn't see that earlier, but there's a slot here and there's a nice tab right there. And that's just going to line up into there. Just got to bring it in there because there's a double hinge in there, and then you're going to bring that up. Now, actually, can't do that just yet. Got to start bringing the heel spur down, and you're going to bring this piece out because once you bring this up like so, it becomes a little difficult to get the heel out. So I'm going to bring this, and it's something that's not, I don't think it's done well on the instructions, but that's okay. Bring this piece down, bring the heel spur, bring the foot out on its rocker like so, and then you can just recollapse everything. And I just don't think it's explained properly on the instructions. That's just me. That one I don't think is user error. I really think that the instructions kind of make it look a little different, look a little weird, and there we go. That's tabbed in. That's there. And then this piece comes down. I'm not sure if you saw earlier, and then it's right there. And turn everything up. There is Jazz. So I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and deck this guy out with all his good stuff. Again, you can have the doors out if you like. You just bring this back a little bit, slide these forward. You don't even really need to bring that back. I do just in case of clearance. And boom, he has his doors, his wings on his back. So, kind of cool. And then you can just put those back in, no big deal. And then to change out a head, you just pop this off. These slide off right here. Just pull that off. There you go. And each head has that tab, that slot in the forehead. There's a tab right here. I like this head, so I'm just going to keep that on and just put that back in. And there is Jazz. For articulation, before I go any further, he does have boy, this is really coming apart on me today. Really weird. So strange. Head 360. It is on a little bit of a ball joint. He can look up. He can look down. He can look down pretty good. Arms can go out. You can't do a full 360 because of clearance, and then these tabs want to pop out on both sides for some reason. So I'm going to put this back in. Man, everything was working great earlier when I transformed this guy. So bring the arm back down. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have a greater than 90-degree arm bend, and he can bend his arm backwards because it's just weird. He does have the 360 on his wrist swivel. His hands do open up and they do close. It's just 4 fingers. He does have a waist swivel, but it is hindered by the backpack. There we go. Again, I just got to make sure everything's tabbed in one more time because it's annoying me. This normally doesn't. All day today I've been messing with this figure. This has not happened to me until now. Like once I got the transformation down, everything seems to do it. He does have a hip skirt that does not hinder movement. This side does though. What the heck? So he does have nice ratchets in his legs. He can go forward, he can go backwards, and he can of course kick out, do the splits. He has just over, okay, he's gotten about 90 degrees. His toes do not point down. They can go up. They're kind of limited by this. He does have a nice rocker though in his ankle, and that's that. So to put on, bring your down again, to put on the speakers, he does have ports in the back of his shoulders, and they just plug right in there. And there you go. You can mount these pieces I just leave on because I think they just fill out the waist a little bit more for me, the hips, and I kind of like that. So there's that. So now he's booming, man. And then he does have his rifle. Plug that in. And they're just like the Masterpiece. They have the tab, the slots in the hands. This is not coming out. Like this is a very, very, like I can move the arm with his gun because it's just really, really good tabbing. Like the slots and tabs fit perfect together. Take those off. This is only meant for the right shoulder. It does have a little nudge, a little thing there, a little blocker, so it can't go onto the other. And there he is with that, which is cool. And then this is, it does go, it has a tab for the Masterpiece. His hand doesn't fold in or anything. I don't think I'm going to put this on. I've been putting it on a couple of times. It's really tight. And once it's on, I kind of just want to leave it on. I just don't want to leave it on right now. So it does extend pretty far. There's the thing and there's the hook. So it looks about 18 inches. And then it just reels back up. So, which is cool. Yes, you're watching me reel this back up on while I'm reviewing. It's part of the review. Just kidding. And I think that's pretty cool. It feels like a strong thread and really cool. What the heck, I'll put it on anyway. Come through. This part's going to kind of come up because you're going to need the leverage. And in and snap. There you go. And there it is. And looks good. I mean, it blends in really well. Looks good with him. You know, he looks really nice. So take this off. This is the hard part, right? Just kidding. Alrighty, so that's it for that. And there we go. All right, so next. All right, now that Jazz is in his robot mode, let's do a couple of size comparisons here. I'm going to bring out Lambor. Bring him over here. Masterpiece Lambor, and as you can tell, Jazz is slightly taller just because of the ears or horns, whatever you want to call them. And looks really good. I mean, they look good together on the shelf, and just they look really nice. I'm very impressed with his cartoon look and his features to really bring him into the Masterpiece line. He looks like he fits in really well in the Masterpiece line. So I am going to have to bring the camera up here just for a second because I want to bring him in with MP10. Give you all the size comparison for that. And let's go ahead and got to raise the camera. So as you can tell, you know, Prime is much bigger because he's a leader, you know, essentially a leader class figure. And, you know, he's kind of basically like a deluxe in the Masterpiece scale type line. But as you can see, he does come just to above his chest. Looks really, really cool. When they're on the shelf, you like have Prime post behind him or anything, you know, and you know, bring out Lambor again, and they look really, really good. So I'm happy to see that he scales in great with the Masterpiece figures. And let's go ahead and bring one other figure out. And of course, you know, last figure to compare, how can I not bring out G1 Jazz? And let me bring down the camera. And do they not look good together? I mean, come on. Like I posted on Instagram, it's the present with the past. It's third party Masterpiece style with G1, and they look really good. I mean, I like how he has a spot just for the Autobot logo. And I do have the repro labels coming in. So I'm going to redeco him up, and I'll do another comparison video to show the redeco with all the Maketoys label, the repro labels on him, and even have them compared to the G1 so you guys can take a look and see how the repro labels did. But as for my comparisons, you know, that's it. I mean, you're going to they look great together. They Maketoys did a great job in bringing this guy out of the cartoon and out of the comic books or however you were introduced to Jazz, and brought him in to really look apart for the shelf. Like, he fits in perfectly with the Masterpiece, in my opinion. So my overall opinion, I think he's a must get if you're a Transformer collector, period. If you're a Masterpiece collector and you're just going to wait for Hasbro or Takara to come out with the Jazz, well, you'll wait some time. If you're a Masterpiece person and you love collecting third-party figures to fill in your collection, he is a must get. I think he looks wonderful. The colors are great. He's got die cast in him. He's sturdy. He holds onto his weapons well. He has a ton of accessories, and I think he fits in perfectly on the shelf. So that's my opinion for what it's worth. It's just my opinion. All my opinions are my own. No one's paying me. Maketoys don't say, hey, give us a great review. But that's my opinion, and I think if you're a collector, he's worth the pickup. And if you don't mind paying, I think he's just under $100. So it's kind of a little pricey, but so that's it for my comparisons. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching Jeff's Toy Reviews. I am Jeff, your host again, and I thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like this video, share it, like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you really do like the video, share it with your friends, put it on Facebook, whatever. And I would love the attention. And if you have comments, you want to talk about this figure, if you're thinking you have QC issues and stuff like I addressed earlier, please, we can talk about it. Please shoot me a message. I'll gladly discuss it with you. Leave it in a comment below, and I'll put in the website where I did get this figure, and which is TF Source. And I will just leave it at that. Thank you so much again for watching. Have yourselves a great one. This has been a review of Maketoys MTRM09 Downbeat from their remaster series, or not Masterpiece Jazz. Have a great one.